All right, Gemini, I'm going to do one mundane spread and one spiritual spread. This is for the flesh, and these will be for the soul. You need both, but it depends where you are right now because everybody's under judgment. That means if everybody's making important decisions, they have to choose one way or the other. All right. Gemini. I'll pop right out. Giving, becoming balanced. Ooh, cards falling out like 6, 6. Can we get another? Can we get a 6, 6, 6? 6, 6, 6 is when you find God. I don't know if that's going to come out, but anyway. You're heading the right direction. That's the most important. Getting balanced. 6 is when you leave the cold of a situation. When you leave the state of lack, whether it's mental conflict or whether it is being spiritually poor or rough time with finances, you know, because everything is different. But this is like y'all coming out of something. And that's good. Gaining balance and mentally moving forward in a direction.
Done.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because I don't like a lot of cards. So this was like this, and this was like this, so it's gonna be like this. Okay. So without flipping these cards over yet, it's basically saying that you're gaining balance and you're mentally moving forward out of a situation. This is good because what it means is you're starting to get ground or gain ground in your life. Not necessarily like everything is, not necessarily that everything is where it's going to be, but it's better. You're coming out of a hole, basically. This speaks of strength. This is talking about the veil. This card right here is talking about the veil. It's in process of being taken down for you, whereas though you find out the point of being in the hole. You know what I mean? It's like whatever bliss that you came, whatever, I ain't gonna say bliss, that's the wrong thing, but whatever hole you came out of, you have not gained a perspective of why it happened. You you're in the process of trying to make sense of it, but you've been strong through it the whole entire time while the veil was coming down. You weren't aware of, it's like somebody that sees synchronicities or birds and stuff like that and don't know why they see them. Like they can't, you have to be aware to even pay attention to these things. It's like somebody can talk to you and tell you don't do this or not don't do this, but they'll explain something to you that's going to happen and you may not have listened to it until you actually saw it in black and white or it was happening. So you are gaining your awareness. That's the ground that you're starting to cover. You're starting to come out of that hole and see how strong it made you actually. And this speaks of fast movement and running away from patience. So you have these two cards. I'm not looking at them yet, but it's just talking about going in two different directions. This is saying that you weren't as patient as you would have liked to been. It's like it's been a lot of movement instead of patience and learning and giving and being aware. All of those things that come with slow movement. This is two different directions and they're not equal because he's a page and this is a knight. It's just saying that you've been very unbalanced in the way that you give time to things and where you take action. So this is actually in contrast with though things that were more stable, more slow, take more patience, more planning, more thinking. Those things bore you. You wanted to escape from those things. As soon as you see how slow the payout is going to be, how much time is involved, how much patience is going to be involved, this actually makes you run the other way. That is Queen of Pentacles. That's definitely sex. That's definitely a baby. This could be It could be getting somebody pregnant. It could be somebody that you valued that you didn't want to settle down with or didn't take seriously. I see a third party in the back. Queen of Wands. Ooh, some scandalous stuff. Somebody that, Queen of Wands, having a person trapped mentally because she was more sex-based. Shutting that down. Somebody that came back from the past. When clearly, and you knew, your intuition told you that they was going to leave you behind and they was making plans because you didn't see nothing serious on that side. That's like, whew. It could be male or female, whatever side, it really doesn't matter. But the bottom line is, it was a lesson about how you handle things. That whole relationship, because I'm really feeling the relationship, my mind is going in that direction. It's just saying that the value system was off. Whether you were valuing yourself or valuing another person, it was a conflict of interest, not on their part, on your part. Because you needed to learn patience and awareness to see how, if you were treating a person the same way that you want to be treated. Instead of blaming, this is I get blame game, like blaming a person. See, this is giving time. This is giving something tangible, and this is temptation, obsession, mind control. It's like being able to tame yourself. You have to be able to tame yourself. It's nobody that can tell you to calm down, have more patience. See, this is soul searching, looking at that, looking at the things that you bound to, whether it's the concept of money. If it ain't making money, or if I'm not getting what I want, I'm off in another direction. Well, all of the examples that you've received out of life, no matter what they were, was to help you to become aware of how your value system is flawed, because these things will have you bound. And instead of you getting stable and getting grounded with something that may be more long-term or slow, whether it's a job or relationship or children, it actually, you run from it. You say, oh, I ain't got time, or it ain't working out, or whatever. Yeah. I don't even want to get into this because it's way too much for me. It's common sense. Y'all getting ground and y'all becoming more aware. Something came in to slow you down on purpose. Something came in to slow you down on purpose. I'm trying to be calm and read more, but I don't like my mind going all over the place. It's not something that I think that's because what I'm saying is it's not something that you want to hear. You know what I mean? You're gonna be resistant to what I'm saying, and it's bothering me because I'm in your energy. But it's like, the things make you wise. Don't blame people. Really look at the situation and see what you learn from it. You might not think you gained anything because there's no money attached to it, or you don't see nothing. You just see yourself losing, but you really didn't lose if you're learning about yourself and you can make better decisions instead of being flighty and running from running in all of these different directions like a chicken with his head cut off. Like, because I don't feel no stability. What did you build? I see you partnering with a bunch of different things. I see money. I see relationships. I see a bunch of stuff. But what had the staying power? Where's the permanency? Where did you build something for yourself so the rug could not be snatched from under you? Now you moving into that energy where, oh, okay, I'm finally making it. My head is on straight. I'm going to build the world and then allow people in it. But I'm going to be more selective about who I let in it. That's what I'm saying. You can't think properly if you flying by the seat of your pants. There's no way. What's the High Priestess card in sideways? That's the veil. The veil is when you look at yourself. Accountability. The veil is accountability. It's when you are, when you take accountability, when you see how you affect things in your life, not other people, how you affect. Because if you don't have this piece, you ain't got nothing. You can always blame people and wonder why you always down, why you ain't got nothing. It's this piece is what you need to look at. You need to look at yourself. And most of the time with the air signs and the fire signs, which is the masculine signs, which are having the most trouble right now, is because the air signs have clouded judgment. It's so many thoughts and not having an organization, especially with the heightened psychic ability, your mind is going to be flooded out by things that you're not even thinking about, that just keep coming and chopping into your mind whenever they get ready. And you're not going to be able to gain your stability unless you can get clear thought, which means being by yourself and creating your own stability, getting away from everything so you can make sense of your thoughts and separate yourself your thoughts from other people's thoughts, because that's how it is. You go out and you rub up against somebody, not rub up against somebody, just walk into a convenience store. Just daily interaction is how you get dirty. You touch other people's auric fields, and that mess up your mind. Why do you think you have thoughts that come into your mind that have nothing to do with what you're thinking about? Oh boy. Yeah, your peace is very, very important. That's basically what I'm saying. With the fire signs, they burn out. They have to be, their wings have to be clipped. They got to be immobilized, whether it's prison or hospital, mental institution. They need a break because they running around doing, and not thinking, not thinking, but feeling, not feeling. They trying to avoid that. Their feelings is mixed up with lust and physical pleasure and self-gratification, and that does none of that on the air or fire side gives you any type of stability. It kind of makes you lost. All right, one more card, because I can't be in this energy. So let me say it like this. I'm not gonna do the high priestess. This options, mental, like a lot of emotions up here. Single, juggling being single without knowing, excuse me, knowing exactly what you want. Like, what do I want? You have to be self-aware to know what you want. Know what makes you happy. Because it's not going to be material stuff. Because right now, it's saying that you want something that's non-material, which is peace. I just want to get away from everything and get out of the hole that I was in. What is the six of Pentacles? What are they gaining ground on? Okay. Gaining ground. This is the veil. It's popped. This card is here. Rest. It could have been near-death experiences. It could have been somebody dying. These things, you were asleep, and they've been trying to wake you up with these things so you can be aware. A person that is asleep, a person that stays in introspection and thought and doesn't take action to do whatever it is that they need to do, they sleep. This card is telling me sleep, but it also could have been faced with somebody's death or a near-death experience. End of a relationship as well. Losing somebody. What is these are meant to wake you up again. What is the happiness, knowing what you want? I haven't pulled it yet, but on the bottom of the deck, I just wanted to show you. They want to tell you about happiness. What makes you happy? You're going to feel that in your heart. You got to know it's not no simple thing. It's not material. I already said that. What is the Six of Swords? Where are they moving to mentally? So you've been asleep as far as balance, but what are you moving towards mentally? What's the Six of Swords? Ooh. Okay. So you've been asleep and missing out on an opportunity. This is about being stuck in a loop. It's like whatever these big opportunities is, once you go into this ruminating thought, where your mind spends time trying to figure out, I don't even know what this is, what this is, but it's just like trying to figure out something and being asleep. You're not aware. If you sleep, you're not aware. You're going to keep going. And this is what causes burnout, because you're trying to figure out something that have nothing to do with where you're going. This is going to a place. This is actually going to a place so you can arrive, get off, and set up shop. This right here is just trying something again and again and again, and then shutting down, and then shutting down, and then trying it again, and then shutting down, trying again and shutting it down. But this is what you want. A big opportunity. A big opportunity, a solid opportunity, something with staying power. What is the Four? I'm almost tempted to look at the bottom of the deck, but I'm not going to do it. I'm always tempted. What's the Four of Swords? As I said, could have been death, a near-death experience, or just being sleep spiritually. What's the Four? That's why I want to go into this, because air signs just have a lot in their head. What is the Four of Swords? What's the Four of Swords? What's the Four of Swords? What did they keep trying over and over again? Oh, Lord. Okay, it's all right. Soul searching. Understanding why. What is the point of everything? Leaving control behind. So whatever these things you are bound to, material, if this is like how. Okay, so this right here is being bound to next moves. So instead of you being present in a moment, to be awake, to be aware is to be present, to be fully immersed in what is happening in your present moment, your relationship. You worried about what the next thing is. This is always moving to the next thing. Already setting it up and saying, this is what I'm gonna go for. This is what I need, blah, 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 blah. And when you do this, you're not present in any situation, so you can bring balance and stability to it, because you on the next thing in your head. You trying to set up the next thing. This is scripting, meaning if you scripting out your life before you even get there, you're not going with the flow. It'll send you in the wrong direction, because you are trying to have control over the situation and say, this is this and that is that. Let things come to you, and then you avoid a bunch of disaster. You have to be much more patient and still for this to even take place. Other than that, a wild goose chase. A wild goose chase. Now, when you down, anytime you've been down, that's when you have these realizations. That's when you have clear thought, because you can't move. You're spending more time with yourself. You seating into yourself more because you've been forced to be still. You don't want to be forced. You don't want to be forced to sit down and think. So what you want to do is try to go into the state of flow, especially at this time. Go into the state of flow. Yeah, this is a penis for sure, and this is victory, and this right here is communication. This is right here is your member, your sexual organs has been doing all of the work for you. And that's how you've been building teamwork. But you know that fizzle out. Sex just don't have no staying power. So whatever you thought was like a sure thing, because it felt good for both people, did not turn out that way. 5 and 5. It was conflict. Two people that want different things. Somebody that want to always be right, and then another person is just disappointed emotionally by so many things. So this is like two people bringing in, and it's not just two people, because this could be anything, but it's like, if a person passed, you didn't get what you thought you was going to get from them, or because it's two different mindsets that want two different things. So you basically asking for working at cross purposes, or expecting to get something that you're not going to get, because it's two different timelines rubbing together. Two different things make two different people happy. And you can't know that if you're not aware. You can't see that a person is going off in a tangent if you're not there. You just don't understand why it won't work if I got this good loving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I sealed the deal with it. This reading is unbelievable. But anyway, that's that. Now I'm going to give y'all your spiritual reading. Whew. Congratulations on starting to wake up. Y'all going to be so strong, and stability is going to be there for y'all. It's going to be wonderful. So getting out of that hole is important. That way you don't have to wonder why. Why? One card for Gemini, please. This is a spiritual read for your soul. Ooh, abundance. Look at that. Abundance, that's stability. Abundance. Now on this card, this guy loses a penny, and I don't know, he doesn't get it out. He's back in the back of his mind. He's drinking or whatever I don't know what the word is. I said whoa, but he's trying to escape his thoughts with drinking. He loses a penny. This little girl comes along with a brilliant idea, and in the back of her mind she has a for sale house, and she reaches down and she gets that coin to add to the rest of her collection. So it's all about seeing things, especially when it comes to wisdom, understanding that you didn't lose anything, you gained something, because you could have still been going about things blindly. So the abundance is not a material thing. It's about peace. You understand the value of peace now, and you put that over top of everything. A job, a relationship, now you just want peace. You're going to put that over top of everything. Your value system has changed, and you're going to be rich for it and have a more stable life. Come on now. Recovery and renewal. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else. Like, you are a born again person. If I could say that a born again read with these cards, which I've never said before, this is it. Your recovery is in this whole new perspective that you have. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Who don't want peace of mind? Renewal. I gotta pee. Gratitude. Gratitude for your experiences instead of being angry. Gratitude for your destiny. Like I said, understanding why you went through it all. You're about to gain that clarity. Just have patience. You're going to understand that it got you where you always wanted to be in your own home, to be have that career, to start that business. It's going to put you where you need to be, so nobody can snatch the rug underneath of you. And you're going to understand that just because it's physically good does not mean that it's there to last. You're going to understand that some people may be using a person. Recovery, passion, like I said, getting into a business. You're gonna find out what you like to do, and what you like to do, and what make you happy. And this card, the mysticism card, is not understanding why things happen, and then it's a miracle behind it. Some things is not meant to be understood. They're just meant to happen so they can help you to evolve and transform. One card for Gemini. These cards are, sorry for my daughter in the back. She's going to talk, and she's autistic, so there's nothing I can do about that. But, Raven, please. Gemini. And she got her little chakras, and her crown is opening. Like, yeah, definitely evolution. Like, that's what's up. I'm happy for y'all. Y'all gonna understand what it all meant. It's gonna make y'all so strong. Y'all confidence is gonna be through the roof, but it's all gonna be dependent upon y'all. Y'all gonna know that y'all are prized, but not for y'all physical body, you know. One card for Gemini, please. These cards are new, but they wonderful cards, so take a while to get y'all message out. There we go. There we go. Self-love. That's what I'm talking about. What? Look at me. I'm happy for y'all. How did I split these up? These were under here, but I want to put them back on here because I already had them on there, because I got to read the bottom of the cards. So self-love. I haven't read the book yet. The cards are new, but it's self-explanatory. Like I said, a lot of people using you just for your body. You using people for just for their body. That has nothing to do with self-love. Now that you're gaining this peace and you want to be by yourself a little bit more, finding God, it's a lot of different things. Spiritual awakening, like I said, being born again. You're going to want different things, and you're going to have a completely different perception of everything. And it's going to make you much more grounded. So congratulations. The bottom is moderation. Moderation, being more selective in the things that you choose, who choose you. And the only way you can do that is stability, because when you get your own house, let me tell you something about a Gemini. They ain't gonna just had nobody there. It's fine to go over everybody else's house, but look at that personal growth. I just cannot that's, y'all got it right. Yes. All right. That's wonderful. Some of these cards are not all lovey-dovey, but moderation is the key. Always leave time for yourself. That peace, do not let nobody take it. It's gonna be a lot of opportunities, and this direction, and you can be like, no, I'm gonna sit this one out because I already feel it. My mind is psychic, and it's telling me now that it's going to be overwhelming. So anxiety may be high when you get invited to a function. If your body is already telling you no when you hear about the invitation or before you go, respect it. It's telling you, don't be inundated with thoughts. And so congratulations. That's it. Thank you, Gemini.